Am I the asshole for telling my son about why his mom and I aren't together? My son just turned 10. His mom and I broke up when he was 2. We never married. The deal was that, for us, instant physical attraction carried the relationship entirely. We basically went from, "Her, you're really cute," "Me, goddamn, you're pretty," to having a kid very quickly. We tried to flesh out the relationship after he was born. It caused a lot of arguments and we figured out that we were just too different of people. We share custody and the only times I'm ever really around her for what I'd call an extended period of time, is when we're doing something for Christmas or his birthday, things like that. The way I parent, I'm very honest with him. I don't see much of a reason to give him a bunch of word salad answers to questions. Last week, he asked what happened between his mom and I. I told him that, his mom is one of those people where if she's not choreographing and directing everything around her, she's not happy. I told him I just felt like I was losing myself the more I was around her. I thought it was a pretty tame answer. I didn't rant, rave, cuss up a storm, or anything. I also assumed he'd keep it between us. Last night, I get a phone call from my ex telling me that, in the heat of an argument with her about cleaning up his room, he'd let it fly about what I said. She said I should have passed on the question, then told her he asked it, so that we could be on the same page. My point to her was, I don't believe I said anything toxic or outlandish. She had me talk to him and I told him to apologize to her and pick up his room. So am I the asshole?
Now let's read some of the comments. You are the asshole. You took a shit on your ex rather than saying it just didn't work out. That happens sometimes. Granted, it was a mild shit, but not really appropriate to tell a 10-year-old. You are the asshole. A simple "we weren't compatible and discovered we are better parents for you when we aren't together" would have sufficed. Kids don't need to know the ugly details, that's information for grown-ups only. You are the asshole. Wow. You realize your kid is not an adult, right? And you're talking about an adult relationship with him, something he's not going to really understand, and you put all the blame on his mom. You could have just said, "We weren't good for each other," and left it at that, but she's not happy unless she's directing everything around her? How did you think that wasn't going to backfire? You pretty much gave him ammunition for any argument he had with her trying to discipline him. I can just hear it. Dad was right, you can't be happy unless you're directing people. Really, there's a reason why word salad answers exist and it's to avoid these situations. You are the asshole. I'm all for being honest with children, but it has to be age appropriate. This wasn't. What you said pitted him against his mother. He is having your argument for you. Don't weaponize your child like that. It's not right to do that to a 10-year-old. You are the asshole. You blamed her entirely. You tell us that you were too different and physical attraction carried your relationship, but you tell your son that his mother is controlling and you lost yourself? That's a terrible thing to tell a child, and you could have said a million things that were still accurate and didn't put her in the hot seat.